ఉషోదయం ఛానల్కు స్వాగతం.
Tataka. She had been interrupting my rituals along with her vexed sons. I cannot curse them, for if I display anger by losing my temper, all that I have gained through my austerities will be lost. Prepare Rama to leave with me immediately. But, stammered the king. He was very agitated. Rama is still a boy. He's not been tested in the arts of combat. Tataka has magical powers. She can fly through the air and tunnel through the earth and swim through the water. She can even make herself invisible. You cannot expect my young son to take her on. Very well, said Vishwamitra as he rose to go. I thought nothing I asked for would be refused in the court of the great Dashwata. I was wrong. You are like every other king, after all. Dashwata was even more upset. Please, sir, he begged, let me come with you. I will kill Tataka. I will send my 8th-divisioned army with you. They are a mighty fighting force and have never been defeated. Please don't take Rama. I want Rama for this task. No one and nothing else will do, said Vishwamitra firmly. Rama stepped forward and said calmly, Let me go, father. I will help the sage. I am ready to fight, and I will take Lakshmana with me. He turned to the sage and said, I shall follow where you lead. A small smile broke through Vishwamitra's stern expression when he heard Rama's determined words. He left the grand palace with Rama and Lakshmana, who were carrying their gold-tipped bows and their quivers full of arrows fetched with feathers of sky-roaring eagles. They left the bustling city and travelled through the deep, quiet forests that surrounded it until they came to a vast wasteland. It was dotted with scrubby trees and dried-up ponds. Birds of prey wheeled in the air, and a harsh, hot wind blew around them. Soon they reached an outcrop of rock that cast a dark and brooding shadow over the earth. Come, said the sage, this is where I am performing a ritual that will make me even more powerful than I am now. As soon as I began, Tataka will arrive with her sons, Subahu and Maricha, and they will harass me and disturb my concentration. You must kill all 3 of them. Be alert, for they are mighty and brave, and they can fight in the sky as well as on earth. You may have my blessings. As the sage settled down to his practice, a great whirlwind arose, scattering dust into the prince's eyes and stinged their faces. Lakshmana, it's her, yelled Rama, as he strung his bow. And as the wind howled around them, they could see the giant Tataka in the midst, sharp-fanged, copper-haired, arms and legs waving. She flew towards them. Her sons followed behind her, equally large and equally frightening. A single blow from Rama sent to Subahu and Maricha reeling backwards, so far and so fast that they landed with a splash in the ocean, which was thousands of miles away. Enraged Tataka charged towards Rama. Kill her! Shouted the sage. Lakshmana prepared to loose an arrow that would annihilate the Yakshini. But Rama was quicker and sent a fourth of shower of arrows that pinned Tataka to the ground. I can't kill her, Lakshmana, he said as he slung his bow over his shoulder. She's a woman, but I have destroyed her power to move. Vishwamitra was pleased with the courage and skills that the boys had shown. Rest now, he said as he patted their backs. Tomorrow you shall receive your reward. I will teach you the secrets of the most powerful weapons in the world. That shall make you invincible in the battle. The next morning Vishwamitra began his lessons. He taught the princes how to concentrate, how to center their energies, and how to focus their minds and remain calm when they were under attack. As Rama and Lakshmana improved by the day, he showed them how to control their breathing. Finally, he whispered the great secrets to them, magic words that would power and direct the weapons of the gods. He gave Rama mantras for the Vayavya, the Agneya, and the Varuneya, especially preparing him to fight and defeat the deadliest enemies. Then Sage turned the boys away from Ayodhya and led them in an easterly direction. I want to take you to Mithila, where King Janaka rules, he said